Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. As Constituency Returning Officer for the election held on the 6th of May 2021 of the London Assembly member for the South West Constituency, I hereby give notice that the number of votes recorded at the election is as follows. Candice Amelia Atherton, Labour and Cooperative Party, 56,945. Sylvia Dabaka, Let London Live, 2,836. Dominique Day, Reform UK, London Deserves Better, 3,396. Andre Michelle Fries, Green Party, 23,135. David Roberts, Liberal Democrats, 61,222. Nicholas James Rogers, Conservative Party candidate, 69,212. The number of ballot papers rejected was as follows: unmarked 2,409, uncertain 145, voting for too many 274, writing identifying voter for want of an official mark 8. The total of those ballots rejected is 2,840. I therefore declare that Nicholas James Rogers has been duly elected as the London Assembly member for the South West constituency. I'm going to do all of it. I'm declaring the final results for the South West constituency only. For the Mayor of London results, the total number of ballot papers counted for this competition is 219,800, Sean Bailey, Conservative Party candidate, first preference 77,012, second preference 22,261. Kam Balayev, Renew, first preference 577, second preference 1,200. Sean Berry, Green Party, 16,264, first preference, 37,804, second preference. Count Binface for Mayor of London, 1,986, second preference is 5,578. Valerie Brown, the Burning Pink Party, 325 first preference, 747 second preference. Piers Corbyn, Let London Live, 1,375 first preferences, second preference 2,196. Max Foch, Independent, 515 first preferences, 1,818 second preferences. Lawrence Fox, the Reclaim Party, 4,271 first preferences, 10,929 second preferences. Peter John Gammons, UKIP, 1,047 first preference, second preference 5,490. Richard John Howard Hewison, Rejoin EU, 2,515 first preferences, 5,519 second preferences. Vanessa Helen Hudson, Animal Welfare Party, People, Animals and Environment, 1,286 first preferences, second preferences 5,153. Steve Kelleher, Social Democratic Party, 657 first preference votes, 2,283 second preference. Sadiq Aman Khan, Labour Party, 73,939 first preference votes, and 30,412 second preference votes. David Curtin, Heritage Party, 753 first preference, 1,852 second preference. Farah London, Independent, 696 first preferences, 3,119 second preferences. Nimzabonga, Independent, 474 first preference, 1,250 second preference. Nico Omilana, Independent, 3,199 first, 4,547 second preferences. Louisa Manon Porritt, Liberal Democrats, 21,104 first preference, 37,465 second preference. Mandu Kate Reid, Vote Women's Equality Party on Orange, 1,532 first preferences, 6,027 second preferences. Brian Benedict Rose, London Real Party, 2,278 first preferences, 3,105 seconds. The total number of good votes was 211,805 for first preferences and 188,755 for second preferences. The number of ballot papers rejected on first preference votes was as follows: unmarked, 1,035, uncertain, 990, voting for too many, 5,909, writing identifying voter, 45, want of an official mark, 16, and the total was 7,995. The number of ballot papers second preference unused was as follows: unmarked, 21,540. The number of ballot papers rejected on second preference votes was as follows: uncertain, 115, voting for too many, 1,395. The total for that is 1,510. The total number of valid ballot papers on which the second preference was the cast for the same candidate as the first preference, 17,291. System logged electorate for this election was 459,309 and the turnout was 47%. Turning to the London-wide Assembly member, London member at constituency level only, Animal Welfare Party, People, Animals, Environment, Animal Welfare Party, People, Animals, Environment, 3,562 votes. And pardon me, the total number of ballot papers counted for this election was 219,659. Christian People Alliance, 1,828. Communist Party of Britain, 574. The Conservatives, 67,971. Green Party, 24,978. Heritage Party, Free Speech and Liberty. Heritage Party, Free Speech and Liberty, 1,077. Labour Party, 56,154. Let London Live, 1,326. Liberal Democrats, 43,302. Londependents, 360. London Real Party, 1,249. National Liberal Party, Self-Determination for All, 252. Reform UK, London Deserves Better, 1,804. Rejoin EU, 4,090. Social Democratic Party, 601. Trade Unionist and Socialist Coalition, 385. UKIP, 1,897. Vote Women's Equality Party on Orange, 4,559. The total number of good votes was 215,969. The number of ballot papers rejected was as follows: unmarked, 1,892. uncertain 168, voting for too many 1,611, writing identifying the voter 19, want of an official mark 0, and the total was 3,690. The system logged electorate for this competition was 459,309, and the turnout was 47%. Thank you very much, and I'll hand now to the successful constituency candidates.
Well, thank you very much indeed. This is the absolute honour of my life to be elected as the Conservative Assembly Member for South West London. Thank you so much to all the staff working today and across London. Also for the staff who've been working throughout this very long and strange process of this election. I want to thank my fellow candidates. You are all noble public servants. You fought fantastic campaigns, and I feel like I've learned from you, and I look forward to working with you to help make South West London be the best it can possibly be. I want to thank my amazing campaign team, and there are far too many people to name individually, but I do want to give a shout-out to my agent, Alex Fiuza, who has been there every step of the way and has believed in this campaign from the beginning. So thank you so much, Alex, for everything that you've done. I want to thank Tony Arbour, my predecessor, who has honourably served South West London for 21 years and is now going into a well-deserved retirement. I want to thank Sean Bailey. It's been fantastic. It's been a privilege to have been part of his campaign and to watch the progress he's made standing up for London the last 2.5 years. Very importantly, I need to thank my husband, Liam, who has been my rock. He's been my chief advisor. He's been my confessor, my shoulder to cry on. He's brought me those all-important post-campaigning gin and tonics. He's been fantastic. So thank you, Liam. I love you so much. Finally, I want to thank the voters of South West London for placing their trust in me as their Assembly member. Our 3 boroughs represent the finest that this city has to offer, and I will fight my hardest to make South West London the best it can possibly be. Thank you very much indeed.